Those of us who celebrated the landmark overturning of Roe v. Wade did so with our eyes open, at least in most cases. We knew, for example, that in the immediate wake of the decision, states like California, New York, Illinois would become immediate hotbeds for abortion. The left, after all, has its own version of the satanic panic, and there's nothing more dangerous in the mind of a leftist than people who want to take their abortions away. And as I've said before, it's like we took away their slaves. It gets them, mad, pissed off, all these things. Well, the backlash is real, and it's hitting right about where you'd expect it to whenever the left is involved. It's hitting in the schools. Welcome to the United School District for Norwalk-La Miranda, where sits John Glenn High School in the great state of California. If Sodom and Gomorrah were located in the United States, I'm pretty sure they'd be in California too. In a move that can surely best be described as putting up a test balloon, this school district is actually considering installing a Planned Parenthood on campus. Now, before all you conservatives out there get your granny panties in a bunch, calm down for a second. They're not offering abortions at the Planned Parenthood, just contraceptives and IUDs that you don't have to get parental permission for. And if you do want an abortion, they'll make sure you get referred to a Planned Parenthood off campus where you can get that little problem taken care of. Oh, and by the way, if that isn't horrifying enough for you, those same minors who can get reproductive care without the consent of a parent will also be able to get gender-affirming care, very likely including hormone therapy, because we wouldn't want to leave the trans kids out. Folks, if it's possible, separate out the politics of this for a moment, okay? It'll be tough because politics is deeply woven into all of this. The DNA of the left's hatred for anything resembling a moral society is all over things like this. But just step aside from the politics for a second and ask yourself, is there any part of this that sounds like a good idea? Is there any part of it? Now, we're talking about giving children agency to not only do adult things, but to do them with essentially no supervision. It's a scary thought. Now, imagine handing your kid a big old handle of vodka and a bottle of Vicodin and saying, here's your supply for the weekend. I'll see you later. Make good choices. It's irresponsible. It's stupid. And that's when you remove the politics from it. Now, the element politics adds to it is intent, because none of this is being done stupidly. None of it's being done ignorantly. This is on purpose with a purpose, folks. Keep firmly fixed in your mind the fact that this is not the left experimenting with our kids. There's no experiment about it when you already know what the outcome is going to look like. And listen, I know we've largely written off places like California as lost. I mean, we frequently make jokes, I do it every day, but we talk about them having the one big earthquake floating off into the sea. And I'll admit there are days when that sounds pretty damn good. But there are over 39 million people in that state, and they can't all be shitheads. In fact, I know they're not. I've been there. I know them. Listen up. If you live in California, your state's going to hell. It's going to hell. Don't stop fighting it. I mean, yes, we welcome you to come here to Texas if you need to get out. But if you're in a place where they're trying to do this kind of thing and you have the ability to fight it, keep fighting. You're the heroes in the trenches right now, and your state needs you. We must never underestimate the power of redemption, and even a hellhole like California has enough good people left in it that God might not destroy it with fire one of these days just to clean the place up. So, yeah, Sarah, I'd say it's okay for you to be an overprotective parent.
I know. You were talking, and I was just like, you're proving my point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Which I guess the term overprotective really makes it sound like the point is that you're being too protective.
Listen, the mother of my children and I, we didn't get along. But, I mean, we hung in there for 14 years. Yeah. But... one thing we did was we had the same value system when it came to our kids. And a lot of people thought, man, y'all are overprotective when it comes to your kids. I heard it. And I've told people over and over again about giving your kids a value system, because right and wrong is not always the same for everybody. But if you give them a value system, they'll choose right from wrong based on what their own convictions are, and they'll tend to go on the right path if you do it right. We gave them a value system, but we protected them.